I want to talk to you guys about looking up your card rollings. Sunday at Locals, I was playing I guess it was sort of a Chaos Karibo type build, or OTK Karibo, Wing Karibo level 10 build thingy. And I summoned a monster, and the guy only had like 400 life points left. I had roughly about 2 to 4,000, and I had Grotha on the field, Gore's on the field, and Gold on the field, and I attacked with Gold. It was like, okay, I flip Wing Karibo, and now I activate Transcendent Wings. I said, you can't do that. He said, yes, I can. I told him that you cannot activate Transcendent Wings during the battle phase because it does not alter the attack or defense of a monster. And he says, well, I've been told I can. And we had somebody come over there, and the guy was like, no, you can't do that. And the guy got mad, and he was like, well, my friends told me I can. And I said, but I know you can't. And he said, well, what if I come in tomorrow with a card rule, with the ruling printed off saying I can? And I was like, then I guess you can, and I was wrong, and I'll admit defeat. And he was like, well, you're going to have to do that. And I was like, well, why haven't you looked up this ruling in the first place yourself instead of just going off from what your friend has to say? So the whole point of this is, no matter what anybody says, they don't know everything. And just because somebody says something that is your friend does not mean it is correct. And I actually pulled up the ruling to that, and it's on Pojo, and it says, and this guy asks, if I have Wing Karibo face down and they attack it, can activate Transcendent Wings when it gets flipped and get Wing Karibo level 10, then offer him for the effect. Could that work? And somebody answers, no, when it's flipped, but before it's flipped. When it is flipped, it is too late to activate Transcendent Wings. And it is, Transcendent Wings cannot be activated during the damage step, the time when Wing Karibo would be flipped up, because it does not alter the attack or defense of a monster, and it is not a counter trap, which is pretty much what I told him, minus the counter trap thing. But, however, I did not know this part. It says, however, this is irrelevant. If you check the rulings for Transcendent Wings, you will find the following. You can send a face-down Wing Karibo to the grave and activate for the activation of Transcendent Wings. I did not know that part. So what he could have done is, before I attacked, activated Transcendent Wings on his face-down Wing Karibo and got his level 10, and then did the level 10's effect. But because he didn't look up the card ruling himself, he did not know he could do that, and he misplayed and lost the game because of that. If he would have actually looked this up himself instead of just going off what his friend said, he would have been able to win that game. And we would have had to go into game 3 instead of me winning game 1 and game 2. But so what this means is, if you're running a deck, look up the rulings for your deck. If you don't look up anything else, at least look up the rulings for the deck that you are running. Because just because somebody says something doesn't mean it's real, doesn't mean it's the truth, and just because somebody, and you'll find stuff like that. If I was running the Wing Karibo deck and I didn't know that, I would always summon it face up and it would get Solemn Warning or something like that. So now I'll know I can set Wing Karibo, activate Transcendent Wings. So look up your card rulings and don't trust what anybody says. Even a judge can sometimes get something wrong. Not all judges know every single last ruling, but something like that most people should know. But let me know what you think, and if you've ever had a time when somebody activated a card effect and said that they could do something, and it's at the wrong time, or they misplayed it, and they pretty much raged because of it. And I will talk to y'all later.